What's up, everybody? Mark with Ecom Warriors here. Welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be breaking down two different stores that I created with the same theme, and we're just gonna go ahead and compare and contrast some of basically what's going on here. So let's go ahead and view here. This is the Alphalete Remix store. And excuse me here. This is the One Interactive store here. Let's go ahead and check these stores out. Let's hit customize here. Now, mind you, both of them are using the same demo for each theme. So, okay, seems like I have to put in, is this the password page or did I mess something up here? Okay. Yeah, so I have to fix this real quick. Let me just go ahead and pause this and put in the password. Okay, sounds good. So we got it. So this is the second store that I created. And so we have the two different stores here. Let's go ahead and analyze them. By the way, what we're doing here also is we're using the same theme demo. So to be clear, the theme that we're using is the Wolf of Shopify theme. Let me go ahead and just type that in here. Wolf of Shopify. Now, they've recently changed their website a little bit. They have some products and things, but this is the theme that I got. It's this little blue button up here with a Shopify theme. This is the theme right here. $159 theme, currently $100. Basically, if you want the theme, I'll leave a discount code in my description box down below for you guys to get 25% off on your purchase, or $25. I can't remember what the difference is, but anyways, this is the theme, and you guys are going to see it live in action. So the theme comes with 5 different demos, right? And so basically what demos are, they're just like different setups or designs for the theme, right? And you can take a look at some of the images here and things like that, but you guys will take a look at that in your own time. For now, let's just take a look at these two different designs that I created with the same demo. This is demo number 3 of the 5 different demos, okay? So we have this, we have the pop-up, the mailing list pop-up. Now, something that I recommend with these mailing listers is that you want to have some form of incentivization. Obviously I didn't work on the copy here. I worked on the design for these stores, but anything other than join our mailing list is probably good. Like, you wouldn't want to have context that just says, hey, join our mailing list. Like, for the average person, look, the average person in the world today is skeptical, they're doubtful, they're angry, they just feel like they're missing something, right? And as consumers, this feeling is heightened. That's why majority of people's conversion rates are below 5%, right? That means less than 5% of the people are going to come and purchase a product from you. On a psychological agreeableness factor, right? Agreeableness is one of the measurements. People who are highly agreeable have a higher chance of purchasing. That's why men are typically less agreeable than women, right? If we look at, marketing and numbers, women are mostly the ones who, I don't mean mostly, but if we compare men to women purchasing rates, right? And I actually could pull up a few studies here, and I actually might do that in a future episode. Women purchase more than men, especially during holidays and things like that. So the point here is that by nature, people have some kind of adverse emotion by nature to your business, to your website, right automatically if they don't know who you are, if they have no trust, right? And they don't have trust yet because they don't know about your business. So what you're going to do is you want to create incentivization, right? Basically what incentivization means is a cognitive bias. Cognitive bias. Basically what a cognitive bias is, it's a default. It's a human bias. It's, within us. It's inbred within us as humans through evolution that we need to be motivated to do something. So for example, if you were a caveman and you were very hungry, your hunger would be the incentivization that you need to go out there into the forest and kill that wolf or kill that, whatever it is, that bear, so that you and your family could eat. Does that make sense? So in terms of Shopify, because we're not cavemen here, in terms of Shopify, incentivization would be something like, hey, join our mailing list to get 40% off, your order for Black Friday, something like that. Or, whatever it is it's going to take to motivate them so you can get their email. Okay? Now, there was an incentivization that I created about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. during a Black Friday event, and I said, we're doing a free Black Friday giveaway, okay? And this is the mistake that I did here. We're doing a free Black Friday giveaway. Enter your email to win the giveaway. The mistake that I made was, even though I was doing the giveaway, everybody who signed up thought they were going to win or had the chance. They had no true intention of purchasing the product, and that's what messed up my chance for me. And it didn't mess me up entirely. Like, we still brought in income. However, it wasn't a good business plan because people would sign up like crazy, but nobody would have the intention of purchasing, which I then later learned through Facebook advertising, the whole process behind that. But, that's a different story for a different day. Okay? So don't overpromise and underdeliver and things like this. Just be honest, say it up front, 20% off, 10% off, whatever the code is. If the person really wants it, they'll make sure they sign up. All right? Sounds good. So both of the themes have that little sign up. Now, you could see here, both themes have a header. The thing that's significantly different between both websites, the Alphalete website and the Wonderactive website, is that the Wonderactive website does not have a transparent header. And so the header, for those who don't know, is this bar right here that has your logo, your links, your add to cart, all that stuff. Alphalete, same thing, but it's transparent, okay? With Alphalete, it has a sticky header. This is referred to as a sticky header. And basically what a sticky header is, when you scroll down, there's the header that finds its way to stick to essentially your page wherever you scroll down, no matter what. Over here, the header is also sticky with a slight opacity, slightly transparent, right? But it's still black, and you can still see that it's black. So it's overall very, very clean. Now, the first element under the header, in this case with Alphalete, is the banner, okay? And the banner is referred to as a slideshow. So slideshow version 3. And here, we don't have a slideshow. We have an actual banner version 1, which is a split banner. This is referred to as a split banner. In the UX UI design world, split banners are highly, highly effective for particular brands, okay? And I'll give you guys an example. Okay, here we also have a split banner. However, the reason why I didn't have a hero banner for this brand right here is because they didn't have the content, the image content to create it. So what I'm a true believer in is work with what you have, okay? Work with what you have. Very, very important. So in this case, I didn't have the option to create a hero banner, so I didn't, okay? So work with what you have. Now, the first characteristic beyond the hero banner, also I want to talk about the hero banner real quick. Hero banner is a place for promotion. So you see how it says have a yoga and all this kind of stuff. This text is just placeholder. This is not text that I would actually have in a real store of mine. Every hero banner should be a place to promote something, whether it be something that's on sale or maybe it's a new release, anything like that, okay? So that's what the purpose of hero banners are. Let's jump into split banners. So split banners are extremely, extremely useful. The purpose behind a split banner is within your store, assuming that you're not a one product store, within your store, there are products that can be segmented, right? So for example, you have a clothing store, half of the clothing is women's, half the clothing is men's. That is what is called segmentation or a split, right? So in this case, you have men's clothing, women's clothing. Obviously, the text here is not edited. I should have edited it, but you guys get the point. Here, you have tops and you have bottoms. This is the concept for a split banner. Any kind of segmentation is what's needed, okay, within split banners. They're effective when there is the split. If there is no split in terms of segmentation within products, the split banner is not useful. Okay, so just be aware of that, guys. Like, there's no point to promote the same thing within split banners. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, there's an example of one time I owned a bikini store before I sold it, and this bikini store, something that I learned, there were different kinds of swimsuits, right? Bikini is just one kind. There was something called a monokini, right? All these kind of different things. We created split banners based on that. So hopefully that makes sense. Right under the split banner, we created some variation. Notice how there's this concept that happens within both stores. Right under the split banner, there's products for sale. Products for sale also here. Now, with the products that are for sale for this store, we used a clickable product grid. So when I say clickable product grid, it's product version 3. So product version 3, and you can select like what kind of categories, like men's, women's, etc., right? And it will load it up. In this case, we didn't have that here. We just had a slider, a product slider. You guys see that? So product slider. Notice how the characteristics are a little bit different. So the blocks here, the little, this little button here, the quick view, the wish list, all that different stuff. All that stuff is product, customization. So like the way it's kind of presented, like, there's different settings. So style, this is style 3. And for style here, let me go back here. Where is it? We have our homepage products, and we have style 7. So this is style 7, the little bubbles on the side and things like that. So that's style 7. I just thought it looked cleaner for this version. Let me make sure we're 100% zoomed in, by the way. Let me make sure we're 100% zoomed in here. Yeah, so you guys get the point. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and continue to scroll. So here we added blogs, and here we added a lookbook. We could have added a lookbook here right after, but we just added right after the blogs. In my videos, I previously said that your blog should be almost the last thing on your screen, other than your footer, of course. And the reason why I said that is because if your only goal is to get the consumer to essentially to monetize off of them, then your blog shouldn't be higher up in the page. Okay. However, there are instances where businesses need to be able to form a relationship with the consumer through a blog. There are literal purposes for this. In terms of conversions, blogs have a purpose. For example, a very, very good company that really takes advantage of blogs is a company called Shreds. Shreds was a supplement company that was probably one of the best supplement companies ever many, many years ago before they had an incident with some of their athletes. However, they do this very, very well. They make a lot of money off of their blog. In fact, if it was me, their blog is one of the only things that creates true value anymore within their business. So if you want to learn about blogging, you should definitely take a look at Shreds, or what they at least used to do compared to what they do now. But anyways, and their blogs aren't actually as good as anymore, but they used to be very good, and I could, go into why they were good. It's not because the content, it's a little bit past that. But like I said, we'll keep moving on. So you can see here, we left the blogs here. Obviously, the images are a little bit pixelated. They're not pixelated because I wanted them to be pixelated. I just picked any random photos. If you guys saw me set up the theme, the Wolf Shopify theme with this store, you guys know. I didn't take too much time to find the right image. But either way, it's irrelevant. The blogs are here, and the blogs are all the way at the bottom here. So just be aware of that. All right. Now, the fall lookbook collection. So the fall lookbook collection is just, a place for me to create a lookbook for the Alphalete store here. And what we did was we did 2 product row for the products for the lookbook. So what we did was we had 6 slides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And basically they are clickable products. So you can see here, if somebody was to click, they would see the product there. They could select the option and it will take them to the product page, right? So hopefully that makes sense for everybody. I'm just going to take this one step back. And it's similar here. However, the lookbook is obviously before the blog, but it's the same concept, right? Select the option, and it will take them to the product page, okay? Speaking of the product page, we might as well just jump into this now. The product pages are designed a little bit differently. So right away, you can see the difference here, that when you start scrolling, the description here does not move, but the images do. This is just one of the many styles that Wolf has. The Wolf theme has, the Wolf of Shopify theme has a lot of stuff that you could do. This is just one of the many things that you could do, right? For this product, due to the type of images that I had access to, I decided to select two images that are adjacent to one another within the product page listing. And this is unanimous throughout all the products. So if I click on this product, it's the exact same thing. Okay. Now, notice how on this page, I do not have a sticky add to cart. And basically what sticky add to cart means is as I scroll down, there is no little bar here that has an add to cart. Now, if you guys could think about why that is, okay, it's because this add to cart doesn't go nowhere. So there's no purpose for it. Okay, if I did add the sticky add to cart, it would just take up too much space for the client to see. Okay, it's going to take away too much space from the page. But here, notice how I did add the sticky add to cart, because I noticed that the way these images are set up, okay, and all these settings, by the way, are, you can manipulate them here through the settings, all right? So it's not like I'm doing something that's unheard of here. But anyways, the way the images are set up, the sticky add to cart makes sense. Speaking of sticky add to cart, let's go ahead and just dissect that for a minute. We have the product title, image, review count, and add to cart, which is everything you need for a sticky add to cart. Very simple, very clean, gets the job done, exactly what we need. Now, notice on the Alpha Elite, we don't have any special offer box or any kind of promo or anything like that. On the One Interactive store, we do. We have a special offer. It says, in stock, free delivery, etc., etc. This text wouldn't necessarily be the text that I use if this was my exact store that I would be selling my products on, but it's good for now, right? This is not a course on copywriting, but this is just a video on design. So you guys get the point. Of course, we have incentivization, once again. Incentivization through lack of resources, also known as scarcity, which is what this does here. So the reason why things like this work in correlation with a pop-up is because, and by the way, keyword in correlation, meaning together. They have to be together. If they're not together, they're infinitely weaker from a conversion standpoint. If they are together, like this, infinitely more, it improves conversion rates much better. Why does this matter? It matters a lot because when a consumer sees like an ad, for example, saying that, hey, there's a sale, there's a discount, there's limited inventory, limited stock left, right? And they click on the ad. If they were not interested in the product, they would never click on the ad, okay? They clicked on the ad, meaning they are interested in the product. Next thing they know, they're seeing sales pop up right here, that have recent times, like 46 minutes, and then they see limited stock available. If it was me, I would probably lower this number a little bit, but you guys get the point, right? They see limited stock available. All these things are social cognitive cues. And now, the reason why I use the keyword social here is because this is socially related. When an individual sees that there's scarce resources, that's a social thing now, right? 78 left, 20 left, 15 left. It's him versus the world. It's that person, it's that consumer versus the world. These are tactics that we cannot fight as human beings, guys. These are tactics that are inbred within us since evolution, right? When you were a caveman back in the day, okay, and not necessarily you, but our great-great-great-great-grandfathers, okay, when they were cavemen and there was limited resources, people would fight to the death for these resources, and they were okay with, murdering or killing just to win the deal or win the hunt or whatever the case may be, right? So there are social implications to not getting what you want. What you're seeing here with the pop-ups and the countdowns, these things come together to then create the sale. Does that make sense? And that's why these stores help conversion rates. Now, you could see here the description. I didn't add any information to the product description. You guys can do that on your own time. I didn't. It was kind of obvious why I didn't. It's not actually a store that I'm running. But maybe one day I'll run a store similar to this where we do that. Here are reviews. I made a test review. With here, I did not do a test review. I didn't even add reviews to the system. This is kind of how the description thing looks like. You can edit the descriptions, of course. Okay, so I didn't even add the review application. Now, additional information, something I like about this feature here within the theme, you can see it's available right here also, is that they include not only shipping information, you can edit this, you can add this, this comes by default, but they include the product image, right? Why does that matter? It's just a nice thing to have. It's a courtesy. It just reminds the customer of what they're looking at, what they're seeing, and it's just a clean look. Okay. Related products. There's a related products section here. Okay, you could see here the style of the product is a little bit different. All it has is a wish list and a search. Select option, where people can select option and add the product to the cart. Okay. On the left, you'll see here there is a share icon or a share button. This is great because some people like to share with their friends. Hey, check this product out. Check this product out. They like to talk about it. So this is the share aspect. Remember, socializing is a necessary component in our human life, and so this little share thing right here definitely plays a role, especially in the times when you need it most. Like I've noticed many different times where, and Shopify can track this kind of information of where the sale came from. That the sale came from a referral of a consumer when we just needed to hit a certain goal or something like that helped us reach the goal. So share icons like this really help out in time of need. Something that's similar to the share icons here, if we head over to the home page, maybe not in this specific theme, but what you will see on this one is this little pop-up add to cart. So what is this exactly? So this will show your recently viewed products plus your products that have been added to your cart. So why is this beneficial? It's like a little drawer that pops up, okay? It's like a little drawer that pops up, and it helps people see their cart automatically. And this is what we call a one-click checkout. And this is available for, all of Wolf of Shopify demos is the one-click checkout where you just click one button and it takes you straight to the checkout. Now, why is that a benefit? Why is that good? It helps improve conversion rates. Remember, where there is less friction, there is more conversions. What that basically means is when you make it easier for consumers to buy and not click around and things like that, it becomes easier to get the sale. Okay, so I know I'm jam-packing this video with a whole bunch of information. Just stick with me, guys, here. I can make a part 2 if you guys want, but just stick with me. And you guys could always pause it and take a break, but this video, hopefully is going to help you guys out. All right. Now, if you notice here, right after our lookbook, we have a countdown banner timer. So this is beneficial also, Black Friday, holidays, things like that, where we do a countdown like, hey, there's like 3 days left till this product runs out of stock or till the sale is over. This is for obvious reasons. I don't need to go into the psychology of why this works. It works, okay? Especially if it correlates to a holiday or something like that in real life, all right? Next thing is a newsletter. So here I did the newsletter, get 30% off your order. And by the way, guys, if you can see every single episode of me building this whole entire store and the last one. So definitely go ahead and check out those videos. I mean, they're there on the channel. So yeah. But anyways, a place where people can type in their email. It's just a great place to have this here. Just it's not too invasive. Doesn't pop up too much, but there it is, a place where they can get their discount code and become a customer, okay? On this side here, after the lookbook, we have frequently asked questions. I just felt like I would add this here since we did have a lot of products on the page, right? So male and female type products, men and women's. And I felt like that was necessary because, people could essentially make the purchase right from the homepage. They could add the product to the cart right then and there. They could check out right then and there. So right after the frequently asked questions, email newsletter, okay, incentivization, don't forget that. And then right after that, we have the gallery. Clickable gallery, of course. You can click an image, zoom in, zoom out, right? Zoom in, zoom out. You can hit play on the slideshow, so you can turn it into a slideshow. You could turn it into a graph. So if you want to see it almost like this, like a grid style, and that goes for here also, but I did not add it here. So in terms of, if I wanted to add it here, I could have. It's just the images were not all the same size, so it would not look clean and nice. When you are uploading images here, make sure that they're all relatively the same size so it looks somewhat organized. The reason why I went with the gallery and not with the Instagram, the shoppable Instagram, is because I don't have Alpha Elite's Instagram. That's probably obvious by now. If I did, I would have done it. But shoppable Instagram beats gallery 8 times out of 10. There's just, you could have a gallery and set it in a different link. However, Instagram will win on the homepage. It's shoppable. People know it. People have seen it. It's very, very less friction there. Okay, this is similar. You guys seen this already. The clickable collections grid. We segmented from between tops and bottoms. So you can see here, shorts, leggings, and then bra, tee, hoodie. So tops and bottoms. We created segmentations. You can segment based on category, not ideally based on color. Here's the reason why. If we decide to go shopping, right, we hit shop now, and I'll give you an example. Here is where you segment on color based on tags. So if I hit black here, it should take me to all the black products. So classic seamless cycling shorts that are black, classic seamless leggings that are also black. Okay, notice how that works. So the filters play a role here. You don't want to add filters to the actual, or colored filter as at least, to the collection grid for the products. All right, that wouldn't make too much sense logically. Next thing is another product presentation for the products. It's just another way to present your products, really. I just thought this would be cool, would be fancy to add it. Would I do it? Maybe, maybe not. If the only time I would do something like this is if I had like something similar to a store that has a lot of products, like a general store, or even just a branded store, kind of like this one, but with a lot of products. Something that I noticed is One Interactive doesn't have that many products, and I would focus on a certain collection. So this would probably work better with Alpha Elite. So let me pull up Alpha Elite here. Alpha Elite Athletics, right? Let me just pull them up. See, they have a whole bunch of different products, right? And so if I said something like, check out men's products, right? With their men's products, I would have, where is it here? I would have a picture of like a male athlete, and then I would have a filter here of like, 10 different males products, whether it be backpacks, whether it be the jackets that they're going with, the fanny packs, whatever they're selling that's men's related. That's exactly what I would personally do. Let's see. Blogs. Okay, so blogs. Blogs are important. I've talked about why they are important. I don't want to talk people's heads off in this video, but they help. They help for different reasons. I put this at the end because ideally, I would think from a logical consumer perspective, nobody's going to come to this brand on a whim. Like, nobody's going to just show up, without knowing what's being sold here. Okay, they probably have some ideas of like, hey, I like the color of this product, or I like the way it's stitching. I like whatever it might be. They come to the website and then they kind of purchase the products from there. Remember that the blog has only one purpose. Okay, it's to bring in traffic through SEO. Okay, and on page, the purpose is to provide content which increases trust. That's it. There's no other purposes for the blog, right? Businesses don't just put out blogs for entertainment, all right? Businesses don't care about that. The point of the blog is, like I said, either for off-site SEO purposes to gain traffic, or on-site building trust. That's it. There's probably a few more things that I could talk about, but you guys gonna get the point. I don't want to talk about it too much. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for this video. And this is our collection pages. Like I said, I could have made some changes. We have our FAQs page. Let's just click on that for people to see. We have an FAQs page. We have a blogs page. Let's pull up the blogs page. Of course, I could have added a banner here, which I didn't. What else? What else do we have here, guys? We have About Us page. Let's pull up the About Us page. Okay, so we have an About Us page. Contact Us page. A lot of different stuff that we could have done with this theme, in tutorials. So if you guys have any questions on the theme, on the website designs that I created, let me know. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.